7.5 seconds in-clip reload time. It is really an efficient autoloader and the main asset of the tank. I am Neil and this is my review of IS-3 Defender. IS-3 Defender is a tank which is in the game for quite a while. Its real history is actually shorter than the history in World of Tanks Blitz. It is called, or it was called, IS-3A, and A meant automatic loading system. It wasn't using drum or clip, it instead used whole racks of ammo, which were automatically loading shell into the gun after every shot. It replaced the human loader completely, and there was no loader, the human one, in the tank whatsoever. Thanks to this improvement, IS-3 was able to do one more shot per minute than with a human loader. Unfortunately, the project never left drawing board, so its history stopped after 1 year of development in 1957. Speaking about World of Tanks Blitz, IS-3 Defender was first time introduced in the game in February 2016, and that means in February 2019 it will be 3 years old and will live 3 times longer life than its real counterpart. When this tank was first time released, it possessed unusual feature for the time, at least for a higher tiers. IS-3 Defender brought automatic loading system, which improved reload time between shots in the clip. Once the clip was emptied, the reload of the whole clip took way much more time and way much more than a standard reload. So at the end the damage per minute wasn't impressively better. Speaking about exact times, 7.5 seconds in clip reload and 25 seconds full clip reload. What was great back then, that doesn't sound that impressive anymore. Now there is plenty of autoloading tanks in the game and many of them are just better. 7.5 seconds is the longest in-clip reload in the game, and as such you almost don't feel that autoload in the tank, yet you feel that 25 seconds reload. Sure, standard IS-3 shoots once every 14 seconds, so while IS-3 will shoot twice, IS-3 Defender will shoot 3 times. But then, after this 15 seconds of so-called doom, there is 25 seconds of starvation, when IS-3 will put almost another 2 shots into you. At the end, both IS-3s are neck on neck with DPM, and that applies for all Soviet-like heavies, including Glacial, WZ and so on. 1800 damage per minute is best out of them, yet it is not something very impressive within the tier. This small difference gets compensated by the worst aim time and the worst dispersion in the class. If you are going to snipe with it basically any Soviet tier 8 heavy, just don't. It's waste of your shells and happy gaming of your peers. This tank is made for brawling, so brawl, don't snipe. What is actually nice on Defender is 7 degrees of gun depression, which is out of Soviet heavies league and competes even with tanks like Tiger II. While 7 degrees is not 10, like T-34, T-32 or others, but it gives Defender way much more places where you can use this tank in comparison to other Soviet heavies. Getting back to autoloader, this is not a good tank for trading shots, because if you will shoot and just wait for an enemy to appear again, and you just downgrade yourself to keep shooting as fast as your opponent, you'll end up with that 25 seconds reload and your opponent doesn't. And if he knows what's up and he counts your shots, he will get and follow you and put at least one more shot into you, and you can do nothing about it. So this so-called autoloader is unique for Soviet tier 8 heavies, but their saying with perfectly describes this gun. Being unique doesn't always mean it is good. It is not bad, but I would rather pick IS-3 in this case. The only real upside of the gun is the gun depression from my point of view. Speaking about the armor, I said it is pretty good brawler, and it is to some extent, so let me explain. Looking at the front, we have 110 mm of armor and 210 of effective one. Only thing which is really hard to penetrate are these 2 small boxes of 256 mm of effective armor. Anywhere else, many heavies can go through without any issues, especially tanks like T-34s. The turret is very hard to penetrate on the common spots, like you see effective armor of 480mm, 300, 280, 400, 500 and so on. So this part is pretty hard to penetrate. What is not hard to penetrate is this small, not really small, a big bit. That's a 20mm. That means any gun which is more than 60mm will overmatch it. Basically any tank in that tier. There are tanks which are lower, so they might struggle to hit it, but all others shoot for that part and shoot HEs. You will do the maximum damage you can do. The way you can prevent doing that, being in IS-3 Defender, is by raising your gun up. And every time the tank is, for example, pointing to this right side, just turn it. And you are basically fencing. Yeah, you are playing a fencing against each other. He tries to put it in, you're trying to basically bounce it by blocking it with your gun. That way it's how you can protect it. The sides are pretty good. That's a 30mm of space armor and 90 of standard armor. This gives us an opportunity to do something a reverse side scraping, because side scraping itself is not bad, still it's pretty good. We are looking here at 209mm, like this. There is 247, but this triangle here is available to be shot, and that's 196, and that's spendable by most of the tanks in tier 8. Tier 7s might really struggle it. Okay, reverse side scrape, we'll turn it like 15 degrees here. There we are. And here, the effective armor is like 370mm. If we are very low, but we are not that low. Yeah, 370mm is alright. We can hide our whole right side and basically show enemies only that one weak spot you can hide, basically, and very strong side. So in that case it really plays as VK4502B, IS-2SH, so rear mounted turreted tanks. Pretty good here. Let's check the armor with the weak spot of when the gun depression. There you are. With the gun depression you basically hide that weak spot, but lower plate is the weak spot at that point with 174mm. But if you can hide your hole, you are in very strong position. These parts are really not easy to hit at all. So hold down and looking downwards on your enemies, you are definitely in very good position. The last aspect of the tank is mobility. While the top speed of 40 is pretty nice and one of the best in the class, the power to weight ratio will not allow you to utilize this top speed very often. I'd say the real top speed is somewhere around 35 km/h for vast majority of places. And yet again, the power to weight ratio is not bad as per se. It just makes you feel this is pretty heavy and sluggish tank in comparison to IS-3. All in all, this is not really a bad tank, and it's pretty easy to do a good amount of damage while keeping yourself very healthy. But I don't feel this tank is great. It does perform great in many situations, but not because it is a great tank. It is because of the lack of the skill of your opponents. If you'll meet highly skilled one, you'll know it and definitely feel it. Average players might panic, but skilled players will definitely know the weaknesses and how to abuse them. Should you get it in auction? And I'd say, if you were really lazy, in February 2016 the asking price for a skipping whole grind was 10k gold. For that period it was a ridiculous price and probably one of the most expensive tanks in the game. Today it's pretty low price for a new premium. So if you can get it for less than 10k, it is very good deal. Welcome to Faust and Supremacy. I'm going to cap a D. There are few lovely tanks to face. IS-3, T-32, MX-1390, Borsig, IS-152, Panther and T-34-1. I came here to cap a D as fast as possible and without being hidden. We've spotted T-32, we were spotted as well. Not yet, just now, because we should be spotted. No, we are not spotted. We will spot T-32 here, and we will be spotted by them. Yeah, that's the light. The bulb. The bulb says you were spotted 3 seconds ago. You might have noticed I shot only twice, but there was no reason to keep only one shot in a clip, because then I would have to wait 25 seconds for the reload in the time when I really need to shoot. So I started the reload after 2 shots, reducing my DPM. IS-3 would be a bit better in this case. What I'm doing now, I'm waiting for the bulb to appear again. That means ISU spotted me, and while I don't see him, and I will just blind shot the bush. He was full health. This was an unlucky shot. Thank you, Dispersion. Thank you very much. And I'm going to repeat the shots on ISU. The first one, I'll try the second one after 7.5 seconds. Yeah, come on. Bam! Lovely. He is not full health anymore, and due to our hold down position and probably one of the strongest strongest turret on IS tank, we just bounced, and that was a premium ammo because that 545 is reduced from 640. What we see now, we are down on players, we are losing by 2, we are losing on points, and I came to conclusion we should go and cap an A, because we would lose on points, and points really can make the game different. We are going to help to T-34, HE shell. There we are, a lovely kill. Unfortunately we lost T-34. We are now 2 guys on 4, and we might be 2 guys on 3 very soon. Yeah, come on. Hello. He doesn't expect us to have that fast reload. And now we are going to do again in the full clip reload, 25 seconds. I think with all the consumables you can go up to like 22 seconds. 1300 damage is not much. We are still losing on points, and they are getting the points faster than we are. We need to recap an A. And I probably made a mistake in here, but or put ourselves or myself on a bit bigger pressure, but I came to conclusion it might be worth it, because here is a Borsig, and I think his connection just reset, switching to HE. First shot, a ram, second shot, he's dead, right? So we removed 40 points from enemy and we got 40 points for ourselves. I think it was a good idea to destroy him anyway. So we will cap an A. We still need to stop capping a C, otherwise we will lose, because yet they have advantage. They still have advantage, and they are capping RD. So we are 2 on 2. This is pretty good. We did 2,500 damage so far. That's not bad. I just told Tiger to go get a C, reset their C, so we will be still getting the points and faster than the opponents, but he just ignored me. You see him? Yeah, there he is. Completely ignored me. Anyway, 3 kills. Going to get a B, I guess? No, I will push him. I'll push the D because I know the enemy was around the D cap. Tiger is finally doing something productive, so he is capping a B. Enemy team is already on 900 points and they got into the crossfire. You can remove ISU. First shot, lovely. I will cap a D. Now we should be able to win because we are capping 3 points, they are capping 1 point. That means we should win on points at the moment. will reach 1000 faster than they do. The problem right now is we shot once ISU. I should have do a full reload. I didn't. That's my mistake. And I can't finish IS-5 on this setup. I have to be lucky in this case, which I wasn't. But yeah, 4 kills, 2500 damage is not bad. I got hit it one less than average. There he is, first shot, 391. That's 9 damage we really needed, but anyway, you see now we are winning on points. The second shot, 36 health points left. That's unfortunate. We did 3,400. I think we did actually 3,800 by the damage we dealt to ISU, which was behind the bush. And weird game. It was a mastery. The tank felt sluggish for me. We bounced a lovely shot from ISU, and yeah, I don't know. In detailed, you see we seized 150 points and we got 534 victory points by capping the bases. We got quite a lot of experience for active actions and team bonus, but this time it was mostly for a damage dealt. And it was a good game, yet I feel like I was missing something. Like every time I'm forced to do a full clip reload, I'm missing out an opportunity to do something real. Because when you have other autoloaders, they do a massive amount of damage in short period of time. This one doesn't. This just does it a bit slower, but no, sorry, a bit faster, but not that fast. I don't know. It doesn't feel that great as it appears. I would take IS-3 against this tank anytime. And if I'll compare to other autoloaders, I would pick, for example, Lorraine, which is also a premium tank, and I think if same 60% of players will be fighting each other, Lorraine would win like 9 out of 10 games. There is in the shop also MLE49, the AMX, the French tier 8 premium, and I think that's way much better than this thing. Alright, so that's it. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do so, please subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and I hope I'll see you soon, or in the worst case next year, because I'm going to have a baby very, very, very soon. So yeah, as I said, if you like the video, subscribe, give a like. If you didn't and think the video is trash, give it a dislike, and I'll see you. Yeah, I said that as well. Alright, see you guys.